Jordan Peele is an amazing director, hands down to become one of the most influential directors of all time. He started his own company with a goal in mind to cast people of color as the main roles in his movies. It is undeniable that his movies have a severe cultural impact. And for Black History Month, we're going to take a deep dive into the great mind of Jordan Peele, starting with.
Did you know that the very first assembly of photographs to create a motion picture was a 2-second clip of a black man on a horse? And that man is my great-great-grandfather.
Great.
There's another great-grandfather. But that's why back at the Haywood Ranch, as the only black-owned horse trainers in Hollywood, we like to say since the moment pictures could move, we had skin in the game.
Nope. Nope is an interesting movie. It has a lot to say, but says so in the most quiet voice imaginable. Jordan Peele's work is very intriguing because in his other works, the theme is a lot more present than in this film. Regardless of that, I still love this film. The whole idea that Hollywood exploits people in real life tragedies for a profitable margin, making it a spectacle, is heartbreaking. It strikes an emotion into people's hearts. We see many instances of this, like with Jupe's Secret Room, making profit off of his personal tragedy, actual slaughter, and exploiting his own trauma for the public to see. And the whole goal of the movie is turning a bad miracle into a spectacle to show it off. Profit, 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 profit. I know I'm saying profit a lot, but that's kind of the point of the movie. It's to show these characters who will go through these traumatic experiences, and for what? Fame? Fortune? Is risking your life worth all of that? This is a question that Peele asks the audience. But there's an answer. I think. After M finally gets a picture of our terrible miracle, she sits silently, finally achieved her goal. But then we see news reporters gather around, showcasing that bad miracle that has already become a worldwide phenomena. And she looks past the dust settling, seeing OJ on Ghost, sitting behind a sign that says "Out Yonder," which I felt was a metaphor for the death of OJ, an OJ that was proud of M. I believe that is a powerful message, one conveyed even deeper to the story that takes a couple of viewings to truly understand. So I ask you, dear viewer, was it worth it?
To take the date out of the bag. That's a classic right there.
What does I got 5 on it mean?
It's about drugs.
It's not about drugs. It's a dope song. Don't do drugs.
Get in rhythm. There you go. There you go.
Us. This is actually my least favorite of the Peele movies, although it's still quite good. Peele just doesn't miss. Doesn't miss at all. Anyways, so Us is a pretty good movie with performances and production value and all the technical works of the movie. But the ideas about Us are quite interesting. This is a little different movie from its predecessor, Get Out, in the sense that it's heavily laid with symbolism with how America treats its people. Peele is genius for making this movie very personable between multiple different people for different reasons. This is more of a commentary about the American dream and how there are two different versions of that dream, a mirrored view. While the tethered have an idea of holding hands across the world and singing and slicing, the Wilson family have a picture perfect nuclear family type of ideal living situation. Educated, wealthy, and happy. The family goes a long way. I was reading Trevor Noah's novel, Born a Crime, and he made a very good point that I feel applies to this idea that Jordan Peele is pushing. He made a point that poor families dream smaller and more literal because of what's present around them. Maybe this is why the tethered took so long to revolt. They had no idea that there was a greater world right above them, with a way to get there when all their lives they've been down in the subways. That's all they knew until Red came down there. Having known what she had lost that day, she vowed she would get her life back and strive to get a better life for all the people that she lived for so long. Anyways, I think this movie is really good. I only touched on the topics a little bit that I found that were super interesting. There's a lot more to talk about, like what Black America looks like in comparison to White America. That's just one subject. A lot of things to do with mirrored realities and how that looks. Real life comparisons to the Hands Across America movement. This is a very complex and convoluted movie, and I suggest watching this movie even a couple times if you really felt it.
Get nervous.
No. No. No, 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 no.
A mind is a terrible thing to make.
Get Out is Peele's first directorial debut with his new media company, and it is a masterpiece. This is a masterclass horror right here. One that doesn't exploit black people's fears, but shines a light upon the greatest villain of all, the white liberal. There's no black torture porn in this film either. I felt this movie was meant to empower the black community with how many layers this movie has. Yet, I believe this is Peele's easiest to comprehend film. This film takes the social fear a lot of people of color have when it comes to dating white people. Like, am I being accessorized? Am I being used? Am I being fetishized? Do they see less of me? And in fact, they do. The white villains, the white liberals, only see Chris like a fashionable new clothing line instead of a human being. And it is a direct correlation to how people of color now and how fetishized we are as a community and accessorized when it is convenient. Peele makes a point of making this evident throughout the entire movie when the family is seen again and again and again asking weird and terrible questions that any normal person would find weird and terrible, but people may find themselves doing as well. Peele tells the audience with this piece to do better, and not only to do better, but to tell the black community that they do have a voice, no matter how they're silenced. So there you have it. A pretty short video on the genius of Jordan Peele. I think you guys should watch all of his movies. His filmography is great. As a director, he's great. How? Do I like all the works that he's written or been in? Not particularly, but he's still a really good director, and I think he's really impactful as a director, and especially for the black community. I cannot wait for his next projects and see how and what they talk about. Anyways, that's enough rambling. Thank you all for watching another Yonaha Media video. We hope we see you in the next one. Check out our merch, as always, and support us in any way you can. Like, share, comment, whatever. Anyway, okay, for realsies. Bye.